Hello everyone and happy Monday. Welcome back to another little vlog. Today I am wrapping Etsy orders. I am wrapping all of the orders for the mini bookmarks, and I have to just say a huge thank you again. I have 93 orders to wrap, which is insane. All of the bookmarks sold out again, and I have already been getting messages and emails asking if I'm going to restock them. So I just truly can't get over how much you love these bookmarks, and I'm so glad because I love them a ton, and I'm just so glad you love them as well. So I have all of my little tissue paper, and I have all of my washi tape. I have my fun pens that I write your notes with. So that has been fun. I've only done about 3 orders so far. One was, maybe, would it be fun to tell you where they're going? One is going to Massachusetts, one is going to Norway, and one is going to Israel. Those are the first 3 that I have done so far. And I'm looking forward to having a week that's very relaxed, very chill, because life has just been so crazy busy recently. And I am the type of person where I get socially exhausted very quickly, and I love relaxing days where I don't do much, or I enjoy doing work. I was looking forward to last night. I was sitting in bed reading 1Q84 on my new Kindle, which I am still so in love with. And if you missed that, in my last vlog, I got and showed you my Kindle. I unboxed it and decorated it in that video, which was fun. Last night, I was sitting reading 1Q84 in bed, and I was just looking forward to today of just being very chill, wrapping your orders, and I am thinking about potentially going to Abercrombie & Fitch because they just opened up a new store in my mall. And I love Abercrombie. I usually just order from them online because I don't have a store near me. I used to have a store near me, and then they closed down years ago, and they just opened up a new one. So I'm really excited because Abercrombie is one of my, if not my favorite clothing brand, because they have petite sizing, because I've always been really small. I'm 5 foot tall, and so their brand is the only brand that actually just fits me really well. And I just ordered a few dresses from them because they also have petite sizes in their dresses. So if you are a short girly like me, then I highly recommend looking into Abercrombie. All their stuff is so well made. It's pricey, but it's not ridiculous, and they do give you rewards if you sign up for their emails. Then they give you quite frequent rewards, which is great. They'll give you $10 off or something. This isn't sponsored by Abercrombie, I wish it was, but I'm thinking about going there and trying on their trousers, because with certain trousers, I don't like ordering them online because I don't know how they'll fit on me, and I don't want to have to go through the whole process of returning them. So that is what I'm thinking about doing today, mainly wrapping your orders, having a very chill day, and later tonight I will of course read more 1Q84 when I'm all done with work. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to a very relaxed day. So I don't have an audiobook currently, and one of my favorite things to do when I wrap your orders is to listen to an audiobook. So I want to look on the Libby app and find an audiobook. I'll keep you guys updated if I do end up going clothing shopping, but for now I'm going to wrap some orders. Later I am going to read on my Kindle, and I'm going to try and pick an audiobook. Hello again, everyone. It is now Thursday. I have been sat at my desk every single day because I have been wrapping your orders, and I started out with I think 94 and I am down to the last 8 orders. Last I spoke, I was trying to pick an audiobook and I had a very hard time. I listened to a million different audiobooks, not a million, I'm exaggerating, but I listened to a bunch of audiobooks and none of them really caught my attention until I reached for Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I am reading it or listening to it on Spotify Premium because there was a long wait on Libby and I had some listening hours included in Spotify Premium. So I also have the physical copy right here. So I picked this up a couple weeks ago, quite a few weeks ago now, when Leanne and I went book shopping. And I didn't know, I just said this in my August TBR, if you guys missed that, I'll link it. But I was just saying in that video that I don't know, or I didn't know when I would pick this up or have the time to pick it up physically, and I've really been in the mood for the concept, so I decided to listen to it on audiobook because the narrator's voice was really nice and I enjoyed it. About these 2 friends who become friends when they're quite young kids, I would say, I think around like 10 or 11, and they actually meet in the hospital because our male main character Sam was in a car accident and hurt his foot very badly, and our female main character Sadie, her sister is going through leukemia, and they meet and bond over video games, and it follows their friendship and how they go on to develop video games together. It's a really beautiful coming-of-age story, reminiscent of Norwegian Wood and a bit of Normal People, I feel like. I'm really enjoying it. I've been loving listening to it while I wrap your orders, and I only have 5 hours and 56 minutes left. I am on chapter 2 of, I think, part 5. Yeah, so as you can see, I have that much left, and I'm really enjoying it. I've just been doing Etsy orders, and I've been trying to read a bunch of 1Q84. I did go to the mall. I went to check out Abercrombie, and unfortunately it was kind of disappointing because the store was smaller than I expected, and they didn't have as much as I was expecting them to have because it was a smaller store, and they were out of almost all of my sizes, and because I need petite sizes, they didn't carry that many petite sizes, which I'm not surprised about because usually they just carry like regular or tall. I am very tiny, so I was trying on all these clothes and they were all too big on me, and it has been a struggle for my entire life. So I'm just going to keep ordering from them online, and my sister did make a good point because I told her about it, and she was like, at least you'll have a store that if you want to return something that you order online, you could just return it in the store. So that's really exciting. I did try on a pair of trousers that fit me in the waist but were too long, like lengthwise in the legs. They were a bit too wide, but I wanted to see what waist size I was because I knew my waist size in jeans. I'm actually wearing their jeans right now because surprisingly enough, sorry, my chair is so squeaky. Surprisingly enough, it is actually chilly outside in New York this week. We've been getting a lot of rain, which has kind of been really cozy. But anyway, I knew my size in their jeans. I didn't know if it was going to be the same in trousers because sizing is so weird. So I did end up ordering 3 things from Abercrombie. I got 2 pairs of trousers and a skirt that I tried on in the store that looked really cute and I really liked, but it was a little too big, so I ordered the size down. And it was actually on sale online, so that's awesome. And I did have a $10 reward. Just wanted to fill you guys in. I did also go to Sephora, and I got some hair products that maybe I'll tell you about later. I kind of want to talk to you, I feel like in my vlogs, let me know if this is of any interest, but I started this channel as years ago as a beauty and fashion channel, and that has always been one of my biggest hobbies, I guess you could say. I really love beauty, I love makeup and doing hair and taking care of yourself and your skin and your scalp health, and I just got these scalp shampoos and hair masks and I really liked them, so I wanted to tell you about them. But let me know, would you guys be interested in maybe a bit more like lifestyle things where I talk about makeup and fashion and beauty a bit more? Because I would love to do that. Obviously, it would only be in my vlogs, and you could skip through it if you're not interested, of course. Let me know what you think. because that's just something that I always have like the desire to do, is to just talk to people about hair and makeup and fashion, because I have loved it forever. So anyway, maybe I'll talk to you guys a little bit about that, and then when my clothes get here, I can do a little haul. This is not sponsored by Abercrombie or Sephora. I literally wish. I am going to keep wrapping these orders, and I'm going to be done soon. I also have to bring my thank you cards, my and Leon's thank you cards for our little wedding party. They are being sent out to my family. A bit too late. The party was in late June. It is August 8th. I need to get cracking. But anyway, yes, I'm going to keep wrapping these orders, and I'll talk to you guys soon. So I thought it would be fun to share my nighttime skincare routine with you, just for something a little different. So obviously you could see I'm tying my hair back, and I'm using these amazing little like cuffs because they prevent the water dripping down your arms. It is amazing. It's the best invention ever. This is the first cleanser that I use from CeraVe because it removes makeup, and it works really well. It cleanses your skin as well as obviously removing your makeup, and I really like double cleansing. So this is the first cleanser that I use. I usually just use one pump of it, and I mainly focus scrubbing my eyelids and my eyelashes as well as my eyebrows, because that's like the main area where I have mascara and eyebrow gel. So that's what I normally do. And then this is the second one that I use because it's a bit more exfoliating, but it's a chemical exfoliant rather than a physical exfoliant, which is a bit better for your skin because it doesn't have the beads. Sometimes the beads can be a little harsh on your skin. This is just a chemical exfoliant, meaning that the cleanser itself exfoliates. Now I'm going to dry my face and take off those little arm cuffs. This is the toner that I use. It's from Lush, and I spray it on a little cotton pad. It's called Breath of Fresh Air, and it is so soothing. I just love using it, and this is kind of another step to just make sure that my skin is perfectly clean. I get a little excess makeup off, and I focus it mainly in the areas where my pores tend to get clogged, so my chin and my nose mainly, but I really like to just rub it all around, and then I just spray my face and put on the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid, which is a really, really nice moisturizing serum. I usually use one little drop, and then I rub it in between my fingers, and then I just rub it all over my face. I usually start in the center of my face and work out, and then I usually like to just do a little face massage where I'll mainly focus on my cheeks. You could see I'm doing it right here. I just like pushing the serum into my skin from the center to the sides. It also just feels really good. And then once that's dry, I use the niacinamide, which I also use one little drop of, and this is a little bit more tacky, so it's a bit harder to spread on your skin, but it prevents redness as well as scarring from any acne, and it works so well. Then I use this moisturizer. It's a matte moisturizer because it's targeted for oily skin. My skin tends to get very oily and just easily oily, but in the winter it does get very dry, and this is one of the only moisturizers that I feel like works really, really well for my skin. And then the last step, I just use this swivel stick, which kind of looks like a glue stick. It's a lip balm from Palmer's. It's like the cocoa butter one. And that is basically it. And then I just take my hair down. This night, I actually just started reading in the living room. It is now Friday early afternoon, and we are getting some crazy wind because there is a storm that's, I believe, hitting Florida and coming up the East Coast. So it is very windy, so if you hear any wind, that is why. I have some reading updates, of course, and I did want to tell you about that hair stuff that I got at Sephora that I mentioned earlier in the week. But anyway, so I am now on book 2. Did I tell you I reached book 2 of 1Q84. I have officially reached book 2, and I am truly on the edge of my seat with this book. I'm on chapter 5 of book 2, and I am just truly on the edge of my seat. I want answers. Things are getting so crazy, and this book has been such a roller coaster of my emotions. Still don't love Murakami's depiction of women, but the storyline besides that is incredibly interesting and thrilling and just really engaging. I have been loving spending time reading this every night, usually. I am also still listening to Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, and I am just continuing to really enjoy this book. I think the way that the characters' relationships are developing is very interesting. They're getting older. They're about 27, I think, where I am right now, and they're continuing to develop different video games, and it's so interesting. I think one of my favorite parts is when they start developing a video game and they have an idea for it and how they execute that idea and bring it into reality, and it really makes me want to play these games. I was talking to Leon about the book and the concept, and he said, how cool would it be if when they released the book, they actually released the video games that are mentioned and that the characters create in the book. I feel like that would be so cool. They're really great games. I'm not a huge gamer, not really at all. I really love Minecraft. I love Minecraft and I love Sims. Those are probably like the two, but Leon actually recently got me into, he was just showing me Minecraft and I loved it. I love building things and houses and exploring, and I feel like Sims and Minecraft are kind of like that. But anyway, those are my main two favorite games, but I'm really, besides that, I haven't played many video games at all, but those are really interesting. Anyway, so those are my reading updates. I'm going to keep reading 1Q84, and I'm going to keep reading or listening to Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I also did finish wrapping my Etsy orders yesterday, so all of those are going to be sent out to you guys. Today my plan is to design potentially some new bookmarks, some new designs, as well as working on more artwork for my Etsy shop, so I'm excited to do that today. And then the last thing that I wanted to tell you guys about was the hair products that I got, because I loved them so much. So I watch a lot of beauty videos, like I was saying earlier in this vlog, and one of my favorite beauty YouTubers, her name is Mains by Mel, and the YouTube channel is her and her sister, Amanda, and they are such knowledgeable curly girls, so I love watching their videos, and they were talking about the Briogeo Scalp Revival line, and I went into Sephora and I saw that they were pretty expensive, and I didn't know if I didn't really want to spend the money on one big bottle of one product in case I didn't like it, and I saw that they had this kit that came with travel sizes, so you can not spend as much money and try out a smaller size of the four different products. So in here is the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo, and that's what I used. So you just use it as a regular shampoo, and it's really refreshing. It's very cleansing, and you can tell your hair and scalp feel like squeaky clean. And then after that, I used the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Tea Tree Cooling Hydrating Scalp Mask. So you use the shampoo and then the scalp mask after. It tells you how to use them on the back of the bottles. So I used the shampoo and then the scalp mask, and you massage it into your scalp, and it felt so good. It is cooling because of the tea tree oil, and it was just like, after making your scalp squeaky clean with the shampoo, then putting on the mask hydrates your scalp a bit more so it's not too squeaky clean, and it felt so good. My scalp felt so clean, and because I have very curly hair, I use a lot of hair products to style my hair to keep it from getting very big and very frizzy, and that can cause a lot of buildup, especially on your scalp, and so it's very important to cleanse your scalp properly so that there isn't any buildup, and this did a great job. So that's why I got these two. So this is the shampoo. It also smells So good. I don't know if you'll be able to see. I'm trying to squeeze this up without squeezing too much. There you go. You can see. So it's like a gray, which is so interesting. And there are little granules to help exfoliate, but it isn't harsh and it won't damage your scalp. The scalp mask, which I also believe is a little gray. Yeah, so as you can see, the mask is also slightly gray. This felt amazing. It was like really nice and cooling, and it just, my scalp just felt so clean after. And then you can just use after the mask, so you wash out the shampoo fully, then you put the mask in, leave it in for I think 10 minutes, and then you can wash the mask out of your hair and you just use your regular conditioner after. My hair felt so soft and my scalp hasn't felt flaky or oily, and it has just felt great. So I'm so glad that I got this. And then the other two things that came in here I haven't tried yet. But I will show you what they are. So this one is a little travel size of their charcoal and biotin dry shampoo. I don't really use dry shampoo because I feel like with dry shampoo you need to spray it at your roots and then rub it in. And with curly hair I try to manipulate it as little as possible because that causes frizz. So I can't imagine like rubbing dry shampoo into my scalp. But it's really interesting because I think this one isn't a spray, it's like a powder. As you can see, it isn't a spray bottle, it's like a powder, which I think is really interesting. I've never seen one like this, but I think it's because it's a small size. I'm not sure if the full size is like a powder as well. And then the other one is the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Tea Tree Scalp Treatment. So that's what it looks like, and then it has a little dropper, which is so cute. You actually use this product before you style your hair. So it says, shake well, part the hair into sections, apply 1 to 2 drops in each partition, and massage into the scalp. Do not rinse out. This treatment should be applied after washing and before styling, which I think is really interesting because I've never used something like this before styling before. With Scalp Revival products, I don't want to use too many, or I wouldn't recommend using too many at the same time. I think I would use this shampoo and mask maybe once a week because you don't want to over exfoliate or over cleanse your scalp. But it is very important to have a healthy scalp to grow healthy hair. So yes, that is my little my little beauty haul. I love talking about hair and makeup and scalp health and things like that. It's kind of another one of my nerdy little hobbies, like reading. But I think reading is more involved in my career rather than, well, I guess, I don't know. I like doing my hair and feeling pretty and put together for my videos. So it could kind of be involved in my job. But anyway, yeah, so I think for the rest of the day, I'm going to maybe design some bookmarks, work on some artwork, keep reading and listening to Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, read some more Murakami. I hope that you've been enjoying this vlog. I'm sorry, I feel like it's a very random week in my life because I've just been mainly wrapping your Etsy orders and trying to read in my spare time. But I hope that you've been enjoying. And I hope that you enjoyed seeing my skincare routine last night. I felt like maybe putting in some more lifestyle, beauty, self-care things in this vlog could be fun. So let me know what you think. Hello again. So as you guys saw, I am in the middle of designing a new bookmark, and I had this idea of doing a really beautiful and ornate design. The black will be in gold foil, but it's a fern. And I thought that it would be so beautiful in gold foil, and I wanted to do a design that just could go with Also, I have the window open a little bit and it's super windy. I'm sorry if you can hear the wind. But I thought it would be really beautiful to create a really classic and vintage looking ornate bookmark. And I am loving how it's coming out. And I'd like to offer a bunch of different colors in my designs so that they can go with different books. Because I love matching my bookmarks to my books. But I also feel like this would look so beautiful on a deep green with gold foil, and it's a fern. I think that could be so beautiful. But I'm really loving how this is coming out, so that's very exciting. And I was just talking on the phone with Leon, but now I think I'm going to listen a bit more to tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. It is now Saturday. We have made it to the weekend. Yesterday I did design four new bookmarks, and I had a little trouble deciding which color I liked best. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you may or may not have voted on a poll that I was asking you guys what color you preferred, and the results were very interesting. I'm excited to see what colors I offer. I have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm excited for you guys to see them. 2 I'm going to keep a secret, and then the other 2 you guys obviously saw in this video because I did that fern design that you have seen, and also another oak tree acorn one, which I'm really excited about. I wanted to do bookmarks that really honored the natural world because we're going from spring into autumn, and I love nature, and I really wanted to make beautiful ornate bookmarks, and I just love how they came out, so I hope that you guys like them as well. I'm not exactly sure when they'll be available, but hopefully in the near future, so keep your eyes out. I will update you guys, of course. I had some family come over yesterday, my aunt and uncle and grandma, and my sister slept over, so that was fun. And I have been reading a little bit today while working on this vlog, while editing, and making the thumbnail. I was just making the thumbnail and I was listening to Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and it has taken quite an interesting turn. I'm excited to keep reading, and I'll let you guys know my final thoughts in another vlog or maybe a wrap-up at the end of the month. I didn't read any more of 1Q84 because obviously, like I said, last night my sister slept over, so I didn't really have too much free time by myself to read 1Q84, but my sister and I did watch Spirited Away, which is one of our favorite movies from when we were kids. We loved that movie growing up, and I still love that movie. I love Studio Ghibli movies, and I've really been in the mood for them lately. Let me know if you have any questions about my skincare or hair care or anything. Let me know if you have any questions about what I'm reading. What are you reading? That's my question for you. I would love to know what you're currently reading. And yeah, I hope to see you again very soon in another video. And as always, happy reading.